a big Boston guy?
I'm Boston, yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
You'll love this. I did the roast of Big Papi in 2016.
Oh, you did with Josh Wolf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Josh Wolf.
We said Josh.
One of my best buds.
Yeah, he brought it up. He was saying how wild that was.
Insane. Yeah. So he asked me to do it. I'm like, I'm not really a roast guy. You know, my crowd work, I like to, obviously do that. But like as a true that's all in the moment, and I feel but stand up there and whatever. And then I was like, if I could do it as a character, that'd be cool. So I'm coming off doing the Mad TV reboot on the CW. See it? Nobody did. And but I met the makeup gal there who did the original Mad TV. She did SNL 92 to 98. And so after the show, I was like, man, I love doing characters. Maybe we can find time to kind of do some prosthetic stuff. And she's like, of course, that sounds awesome. First thing we started doing with these during the pandemic, I was doing these live Dr. Phil shows, so I'd get in full Dr. Phil. And the mustache she used was Farley's DeBear's mustache from SNL that she holds on to. So I do all these live, I'd have Dana Carvey and Carolla and Joe McHale come on, and we do these live virtual shows, and everyone could buy tickets over Zoom. And I'm giving people advice. People, my son's in school, but he's in kindergarten, but he just doesn't like it. I'm like, well, he sounds like a fucking piece of shit. Sounds like he doesn't make enough choices. Sounds like his mom's kind of a whore too, and that's you, but that's who I'm talking to, And then I started doing this old man character, and I was like, I think I should do that for the roast. I'll be like an old Yankees fan roasting. So it was Burr.
That was you.
Yes.
He literally was in like 2 weeks ago. Told us about this.
Oh yeah.
So
Holy
keep going.
shit, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. So that
I don't think he mentioned that it was you, but
he said it was
thanks
a
for the shout out,
comedian.
Josh.
Yeah, I don't think he said it was.
I mean,
yeah,
he must have.
no. There's. I mean, it was a wild night.
Continue.
So I don't know how much of the story I even told you. It was crazy. So we go to work out the jokes at Laugh Boston in Boston the night before, and there's Burr and Anthony Mackie and Pedroia and Gronk were there too on the roast day, and Sarah Tiana and Jonathan Coachman, and Burr's like, so you're gonna dress up like Babe Ruth or some shit? What the fuck you gonna do? And I was like, you'll see, Bill. It's gonna be pretty cool. And so the next day, I get all the makeup, and I'm waiting in the lobby, walk over to House of Blues, and Burr's in the lobby. I'm like, oh, man, this guy was so skeptical. I got to go up. And I know Bill well enough, so I'm like, I got to go up and just, test it out. So I walk up, I go, Bill Burr. And he goes, hey, what's up, bud? I go, oh, man, big fan, man, big fan. I'm like 75-year-olds, like the age I was kind of playing, but she crushed it. I don't know. I'll show you pictures. The neck, I mean, it was bonkers, dude. Yeah. People could not tell it was me. Gronk thought I was all the way through the roast, was like, who the fuck is this old guy? Right. Josh is like, it's my buddy Adam. He's 36. And he's like, get the fuck out of here. You couldn't tell. And so I was like, bro, I'm a big fan. He goes, I appreciate it, buddy. I go, I got some notes for your cartoon. I go, F it's for family. I go, more like F it's for fuck this. It's not that great. And he goes, hey, fuck you, buddy. I go, it's no Simpsons, I'll tell you that much. And he goes, hey, get the fuck out of here. I go, fuck you, Bill Burr, you're a real prick. And then he goes, Jesus Christ. I go, Bill, it's Adam. And he goes, wait, what? And I go, it's Adam Ray. And he just looks at me and then sizes me up and then just goes, what the fuck? And then he couldn't take his eyes off me all night because he was like, he was just like, amazed by all the makeup.
Yeah.
And then we get out there, and I mean, I'm ripping. I was doing jokes like, the Yankees have won, how many championships? 39 championships, something. I go, 39. I go, that's also the number of shitty dance moves Gronk does to impress a girl before he roofies her. And then I said, like, I go, Dustin Pedroia, we all know Dustin give it up for Dustin, he plays second base, but we all know his most natural position is dancing next to a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. And I laid into Pedroia, like, probably a little too much, like so many short jokes.
Josh was saying. Josh was like, Pedroia was like, get this fucking out of here.
And I remember Gronk right before we went out was like, he's like, hey man, do you mind? Because I introduced myself. I was like, hey man, I'm a comic, just doing this goof, and he's like, can I run some jokes by you? I go, yeah, for sure, man. And he goes, I want to do this joke right out of the gate about like taking a dump on Josh's wife's chest. Did he tell you that?
Yeah.
And I go, all right. I go, where's the joke? He goes, that's like, I come on, I'm like, I fucking dump on her, Gronk. He's just constantly, he's such a bro, dude. He couldn't stop fucking bouncing. Like he was just like, I'm a fucking, and which makes him so likable when he's like, he seems like a little kid that just, hasn't taken his meds. He's just bouncing around, and I go, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the joke is, but like what? So, and I try to like, so now he's like, so you're the comic though, like, I'm like, so you're basically wanting me to like find a punchline for the shit on this guy's wife's chest, and I was like, I don't know, so I threw something out to him. And then he just went out there, and I go, I wouldn't open with it. I go, read the room. Maybe it's something you close with. Yeah. And he straight up literally goes out there and just goes, Josh Wolf is here. And I was like, oh God. No. And by the way, I didn't tell Josh. And I looked over at him, and Josh started laughing. And I was like, sorry, man. I was like, I know what's about to come your way. And he does it, and it just gets like groans, and then Gronk just laughs, and in true Gronk fashion, just goes, fuck, I thought it was funny. It was amazing. And so now
the
that
best.
old man character, I actually just put out. If you guys look on YouTube, I made this like mockumentary called Tony Caruso is the name of the guy. And I did this like, you know, he's 75. He took 20 years off of stand-up, and now he's come back. And so I went around town, all around L.A., and did like one night in L.A. And it's a mockumentary. It's about 45 minutes, driving around town, talking to camera, almost like that Seinfeld doc I was talking about. Really inspired by that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny, man.
Funny.
So just type in Adam Ray,
he
Tony
was
Caruso.
just saying how like people
That's crazy,
were
dude.
like,
Yeah, like,
you know,
literally, like, 2
everybody
weeks
was
ago, 3 weeks ago.
famous,
Love
and
Josh.
but then there was just this old man who was like ripping people. And
Oh, yeah.
I think Pedroia said to him like, "Get this guy the f- out of here."
He's like,
why?
He's like,
he's
this is your
invited
friend.
Yankee
Like, who the
fan,
fuck
yeah.
is this guy?
Oh, yeah, Poppy even, but Poppy was loving it. I
I'm
mean,
sure,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
he like never drinks or never does edible. He was on it though, man. Like that's why Nesson, unfortunately, was supposed to air it.
We
And
talked to
Showtime.
them like I was like, dude, there's
want
got to be a
that
price
footage.
you guys can pay to get this out because the way he talked, he was like, "It's f***ing epic."
Bro, like Sarah Tiana was crushing. I mean, everybody. It was a roast. What happened is TMZ the next day put out, you know, Gronk goes after blacks, Jews, and Dominicans at Big Papi roast.
Well, I mean,
Clickbait.
yeah. But it's also like, yeah, that guy's Jewish, that guy's black, that guy's
Thank you.
Dominican.
Thank you.
You know, it's on a roast day.
Yeah.
It's
He
like-
went after the people that were there
Yeah.
for a roast.
Yeah, that's annoying.
It was a
That's
bummer,
bullshit.
man.
But yeah, somehow, some way, you know, got to get that footage or
It would have been cool,
cutting
man.
room
Burr
floor or
always says
whatever.
that to me too. He's like, it's a bummer they didn't like air that. He's like, I feel like that would have, you know, given you a little boost in some direction. I'm like, yeah, maybe. I mean, just for the sake of,
What the fuck is that?
it's Pedroia.
Yeah, no, we're recording, Frank.
What's up, Frank?
Oh, I just wanted to deliver this box to you.
What's up, Frank? What do we got in the box?
We are literally in the middle of the podcast, Frank.
Sorry about that. But this box is for you. You're going to love this.
For me?
Well, it's for KFC.
Oh, great.
Kyle, it's for everybody. It's for
Great.
everybody on You Gotta Believe.
Okay.
It's a bobblehead that plays Narco.
Fuck yeah,
Oh,
dude.
awesome. Thank you, Frank.
Everyone who has got one, and there's a letter here.
Awesome.
God
bro.
bless you. I thought it was going to be Dan Marino's head, the
Thank
way
you,
you came
Frank.
in here with all this
No,
Dolphin
he's a
swag.
big Dolphins fan.
Are you a big Dolphins fan?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
In Tua we trust?
Right now, certainly.
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right. Thank you, Frank.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good, man.
Frank, I'll see you
Appreciate
in the
it.
bathroom, bud.
That was cool.
Sweet guy. Awesome. No, dude, that's how, hey, man. But this adds to the mystique and allure of your. I thought he was coming back in. It's like, Frank, dude, you're overstaying your welcome. That was awesome.
Did you see what he just came in?
Awesome.
He's just like in the middle of the.
But you know what, though? Part of me, yeah, for sure. Read the room. But also,
It's not.
I
Frank's
res-
I mean,
strong
that
choice.
was crazy.
Like even by
That was
Frank's
crazy.
standard.
Well, no, but I love also the confidence of even when you like truly don't have enough space in my heart for Frank. When he comes in and you go, we're literally recording a show, he just goes, cool. So I got this box. But it was also
Well,
like,
usually
you're gonna
he's-
love. Like, I'm sorry to interrupt, but what's in this box is kind of worth stopping anything
I
for.
feel like, unless that was just like a big box of cash. Yeah. Fuck what it is. He is.
How long's he been here?
Years now.
Yeah.
So Frank is the epitome of like the, I guess I hate to say the essence of Barstool Sports, but like 5
Say
years
it.
ago, he was just a regular guy. He was trying to get to the Mets game on opening day. New Jersey Transit was like a clusterfuck, and there was like a news whatever there, talking about how there's been so many delays, and he went on this rant where he's like, I'm not going to make it to the Mets game on time. I'm going to miss the balloons. I'm going to miss the anthem. They're incompetent. They're stupid. And it went viral, just being like this pure Mets fan who was so upset. And ever since,
Wow.
Frank has just been, he's one of the most negative Mets fans you'll ever meet. So me and him butt
Funny way,
heads,
yeah.
and we were enemies. So I thought this was going to be a bit. I
Yeah,
thought he
yeah.
was interrupting and being like, look at this. And it was
By the
gonna
way,
be
I
like,
thought it was a bit.
yeah, no,
Because, like,
that's the
he's-
thing. Frank is just a giant bit.
I mean-
He's a human bit.
That's what I was saying. It's like he had like Guillermo and Kimmel vibes of like coming
Yeah.
in and just
No.
kind of when he wasn't supposed to, but it feels pre-planned.
Yeah.